All right, so let's start with a fifth. A fifth is actually very interesting to play for mantras or very simple songs. It gives a very harmonious and effective way of accompanying a mantra or a little song without being too heavy. So let's start playing a fifth on white keys. Right, so we play a white key with our thumb, and now we are going to count to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so sounds very nice, very effective to play when singing a mantra, for example. Namaste Ganapataye Tvameva Pratyaksham Tattvam Vasi Tvameva Kevalam Karatasi. You know, so that is very, very nice. We don't need anything else actually. Yeah? So that's very simple. Now we can do this on any key, any white key. So and it will be like this. So it's very simple, and it always follows, you know, the same principle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now one exception being B. So this note, that's a bit of a special. So when we play this, doesn't sound nice. We have to raise this note with a semitone to play this black key. Then we get. That's an exception, right? So I'm not going too far and explain why that is, but just know that when playing this note, it doesn't apply this rule to play only whites. So it is going to be altered and raised with a semitone like this. So we get. All right. So that's how we play fifths. Now playing fifths on blacks is actually also not difficult. We play. We always start from the white key, and then we erase each note with a semitone. Like this. Because it's gonna be a little bit difficult to count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and so we play the fifth correctly with the white keys, and then we raise them with a semitone, or we can lower them as well. It's also possible. So if we have like this, for example, then we can lower this. Both, not one of them, but both. So because it's a specific interval, it's a distance between two notes. Yeah, so it's a kind of a distance between two notes, and that's what we call a fifth. So if you raise one note or lower one note, this distance between the two notes is going to be changed. So that's not what we want. We want this distance has to be the same. So we always have to move both the notes, right? So that's how we play all of them, right? So that's about fifths. It's not difficult. Now you can practice this. In the course, I'm going more deep into it, of course, and in more detail. Now, second step is how to play chords, and I'm gonna give you the first start how to play the chords. Later, I will explain you how to play major chord and minor chords and what is the difference. But for now, I'm just gonna start giving you the main idea how to play chords, and that is actually when we play a fifth. Now, we can fill in a third note, and that's the middle note, right? And if we play that one, so we get a note, this is our root note, right, of the chord. that's where the chord has a name, and the name of the chord comes from this note. That's the root note, right? This is the fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is a third, 1, 2, 3, right? So we play that note and we get a third, we get a chord when playing 3 notes. So a chord exists of 3 notes, right? So we play this, and that's a chord, right? Now we can play different kinds of chords, like this. It's also possible, but we never change the fifth, the root note and the fifth. We never change these 2 notes, only the middle note. We can play it like this. For example, right? So that can happen. But so just as a start, we play the fifth and we play the middle note like this. Now we can play another fifth like this, and we fill in the middle note like this, and we have a chord. That's simple. All right, I hope that was interesting and clear. And thanks a lot for your attention.